Hello. Welcome to Pure Light Awakening. This is Nina, and I'm here today to do a video about the full moon coming up and also the end of August and a little bit about current energies. So if that's something that interests you, then stick around and we'll dive into it, okay? So I don't know if anybody's going to come visit today, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I have meditated and I am open, so if they come, they come, and if they don't, they don't. But I do have some information that I want to share no matter what, and so we'll see what comes in today, okay? First of all, a sip of water. We need a lot of water now these days. We need to rinse. My feeling has been very much, especially after this Lionsgate, that we are in need of recuperation and we are in need of pure remedies, pure energies, pure food, pure water, and kind of giving ourselves that gift of nourishment, of space, of peace, of healing. It's been quite rough for some people, I think. I mean, for me, I felt it more like I was knocked out, like I was really tired. And I felt some days the energy was so profound that my entire body was kind of shaking. And it felt like I was very dizzy and I was nauseous. Sometimes I was very warm, kind of all of a sudden sweating. And it also felt very fine, very high-pitched energy is what I felt. So I had a lot of ringing in my ears, like I've been telling you about before. I got a lot of throat issues. Thought that I was having a cold, but of course then it was kind of, where you feel like you're starting a cold, but then it only goes halfway and it really doesn't turn out to be anything. So that's kind of what I felt. So there's been a lot going on, and I think for people who are setting aside the time now and the space to, sorry, I just have to take my jacket off, the time and the space to integrate these energies. I think that it's enough to just allow these energies to come in and to just kind of be in the flow. But I think if you are not setting aside the time and the space to allow these energies in, then I think that you might experience this quite rough, okay? Because what happens is that the energies wants to flow in, so there's kind of a pressure from above, and if you are not setting aside the time and the space to kind of open up for the energies to come down, and that means if you're too much in your head, too much busy doing things, then you're actually pushing up, and so it's kind of a counter pressure, and then that will make you dizzy. It can give you high blood pressure. By all means, see a doctor about that if you have high blood pressure. But there's all these different things that the physical can go through that's going to be much harder if you kind of don't set aside the time and open up so that the energy can run down, okay? So just to have that said. So for me, it was very important to just give notice to everybody around me that, I need the space, I need the time. I can't join you guys in a board game or watching a movie or anything. I have to lie here on the sofa, just receiving these energies in. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been very kind with myself, and I haven't been doing videos so much, and I haven't really done anything. So more water, sorry. So I've just been nourishing myself and indulging myself, really. So that's that. Now, we are moving is it the 20th or is it the 22nd? Just a second here, I just have to double check. The 22nd it is. the full moon in another full moon in Aquarius, like we had in July as well. So I just pulled the 2 cards for the moon in Aquarius from one of my decks called Astrology Reading cards. And this one, the moon, beautiful, beautiful cards. I really love these cards. So that's your unconscious, sensitive, inner emotions and responses. Did that come up right now in the, I don't know. Did it? It should. Or did it? Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see that later. I thought it was going to be the other way around. Yeah, well, I'll have to swap that around later if that's the case. But, and then Aquarius, it looks like this, quite beautiful with the star system up there. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So some of the cards say a little bit different things, I've noticed. But Aquarius is kind of the freedom-loving is true, and the rebellion. And the moon, of course, your unconscious, sensitive, and inner emotions. So for me, that is, again, about looking at your inner connection with your rebellious self, your inner connection with your free thinker, with your need for travel, need for going outwards, need for the idealistic thinking. You know, where are you on that path? How do you feel about those things? So that's very much what I feel this moon, full moon, is about. Now, what I also feel for the end of August is I feel this kind of stillness after the storm when it comes to the energies, okay? There might be some waves still that people are feeling and going through, but I do feel like we're kind of giving a little break now after this Lionsgate to kind of recuperate and kind of install, if you will, all those energies into the physical. So we have time to really integrate those energies. However, there is, of course, a lot of stuff going on out in the world. There are earthquakes, there are flooding, there is tremendous fires, there's wars, there is a government being overthrown, there is so many things. So if you are one that reads all these news and kind of take it in, you're going to struggle, because those kind of energies are now, when you are receiving all these high frequent energies into you, those so-called low frequent energies are going to feel even more profoundly negative for you. So what I would say is that try and avoid too many news reports and such. See if you can kind of stay within your circle, within your bubble, if you will, with your closest family members or friends or whomever, and kind of log off a little bit is what I would say with that, because I don't think it will help anyone if we get dragged into those kind of energies. We can send our love, we can send our compassion, but if we read everything and let it kind of get to us, then we won't be helpful for anyone. Okay, so that being said, yeah, so there isn't really, I don't really have that much information about this end of August, except that I feel like it's going to be, as I said, a break. It's going to be more calm energy-wise from the universe. So after this Lion's Gate. So there might be some truths coming to the surface after this integration, and in this process of integrating these energies, there might be some stuff coming up, you know, that needs to just be looked at and felt through and released. But I don't think it's going to be as hard or as physical. I don't think we're going to feel it as physical as we have now lately. That's just my feeling about it. Okay. So I did yeah, I don't know if you know this, but I do have another channel where I do psychic work, or I do my guilty pleasure and my human form is, among other things, is cards. So I do pick a card readings over there just because I think it's fun. And today I did a reading about angels, and that's going to come out this Friday. And so what almost all the readings was about healing and accepting the light, and that the angels wanted us to step into our power, and that they wanted us to start sharing. Those of us who are light beings and light workers, who are supposed to and want to work within this field and kind of teach others about spirituality in general, or angels, or universe, or Christ consciousness, or star family, or whatever, we have been asked to step up. And it was such clear messages today in those readings. So I felt the need actually to share that on this channel as well, because I do feel like they're really pushing us to stand in our power and to step up the game and to start sharing our knowledge. It's so important in this day and age where all these things are going on in the world, that we share the light. Okay, so please, if you can, I mean, if it's only for your friends and your family, but please share. Okay, step into your power. Important important message. So I wanted to pull some cards today to see if there's some additional messages, and if there's somebody who wants to come in, they will come in, you know. All of a sudden they jump in, you know. Sometimes they don't, and that's okay too. So we'll see what happens. Okay, but I want to pull some cards. Wait, there was one that just popped. Let's see what that was. Was that the only one? Yeah, for now. So the first one, resilience. Resilience. So yeah, it's about the heavy burden that we've been carrying, you know, this past, well, for some people a long time, but especially now during this Lionsgate, that it was quite heavy. It was a heavy burden. And I think this reminds me of the card 10 of Wands in the tarot, which is means it's time to let down your burden now. Okay, it's time to kind of, and I feel with that also that it is a little nudge to let down the burden, as to don't fill onto it anymore with focusing on energies that will weigh heavy on you. Try and focus on the lighter energies, on the higher frequency energies. Wait, oh, they're popping up. So that's kind of what I feel with that. And I also feel like there's a message saying that, like I said, things are going to be lighter now. We're being given a break, so we can kind of let down that burden a little bit. Now, we also got the card of pleasure. That's beautiful. And there's also sorts of butterflies in here too. Do you see those? Yep. And so the first number was 21, which is 3, and then it's 18, which is 9, which means an ending of something, you know. And then it's card 22, which is a master number of wisdom. That's beautiful. She's reaching for the stars. Do you see that? There might be something with the star people that you might want to look at too, since that card popped up today. That's beautiful. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, discernment. And you see that also this image for me is about, you know, if you get too much stuff in your head here, it just gets clouded. You know, so it's an invitation, of course, to get out of the head into the heart, as always. Now I'm going to pull some tarot cards as well today, and this is Angel Wisdom Tarot. So these are quite new for me. Redley Valentine. Wait, there's one that just flew out again. Let's see. Okay, so so this is the 4 of Wands, is it not? Or is it? Yeah, I think it's, isn't it? For once. I have to double check these images here. That's fire, water. Yeah, it's supposed to be 401s, but it doesn't really compute with the normal 401s. But it says this is what it looks like. And it says managing your resources wisely, extremes in how you give or receive money, time, or emotions, smart business decisions, seeing things as black or white, being charitable. Okay. And these cards have also got a little mark down here, which represents one of the angels. So this is, of course, Archangel Michael. So Michael has been a big part of my life, and he has also been a big part of I think these upgrades that we've been going through lately is what I feel. The other card that popped out is the Sun. That's such a beautiful card. And that's Archangel Uriel, U for Uriel. And it says a time of great joy and success, brilliant epiphanies that leads to magical opportunities, plans that work out perfectly, gratitude to the divine. Okay, so with these cards here, I do feel like they're kind of giving us that break, as I said, that we can enjoy and kind of find the peace a little bit now. And on the bottom of the deck, the Star card. Okay, so that's kind of wishes come true. And the Four of Wands is normally a card in the tarot of celebration and also of family. So yeah, but I do know, wait a minute, if this is Earth, no, of course it's Pentacles. I'm so sorry. I'm a little bit losing my head today. What happened? I just did a reading. So anyways, no, so Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is about holding back or giving out, as it says here. Give or receive money, time, or emotions. Yeah, so it's like it's about be careful what you give your energy to. Exactly. Be careful what you give your energy to, because we need this space and time to just fill in and relax now. It's been so much going on. There's been so many energies. It's time for us to just focus inwards on us and on nurturing the physical, most of all, and emotional and mental. But the human form needs is in desperate need of some healing and some recuperation and some nourishment, right? So that's kind of what I feel, and I think we're, as I said, that we are being given that space and time to do so. So we kind of have to make sure that we use that time as best we can to recuperate, because there will be new waves coming in. We know that always is something happening in the heavens, in the planets and everything. I'm going to have a sip of water now. I'm going to see if there's somebody here who wants to communicate today. And I'm going to hold on to this beautiful piece. Yeah, I forgot to tell you about the crystals today. So this is, of course, amethyst. And I was also guided to have amethyst here, and this is also amethyst and clear quartz with the lotus flower. And this is rose quartz, and this is actually watermelon tourmaline. But anyways, the amethyst is what I've been guided to hold on to today, and that's of course the connection with the crown chakra and with spirit. So we'll see if the reason why they wanted me to do that is because somebody wants to communicate. We'll see. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so, well, Michael is here. That didn't surprise me. He is very often present when I open up, and he's telling you that if you need help cutting the cords to old habits, especially old habits of looking at news, kind of being dragged into the computers, the phones, scrolling on Instagram or whatever it is that you scroll on, news, media, um, or bad habits as in substitutes, medication, or not medication, sorry, self-medicating substances, as in alcohol or other things, or if you have a craving that you can't get rid of when it comes to special foods or other energies or people or entities or whatever it is, he says if you need help in cutting the cords, then ask for him to come in and he will. So call upon him to, I'm guided to show you a coin as well. So ask him to come in and help you, he says. And I'm guided to show you this coin that I got. It says protected. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? This is protected by angels. Okay. So that's a coin I just got. So that was a message for some of you out there that you are protected. And Michael, of course, being the angel of protection as well. So if you feel like you are, that also came up in the reading today, actually, the angel reading that I did, that many of the watchers there, the subscribers, they are empaths, and so they feel a lot of the energies from other people. And so sometimes they confuse them with their own, and sometimes it just gets too much. So if you are one of them, then ask Archangel Michael to cut the cords also to the strings kind of attached to other people, and to protect you with the bubble so that you don't push your energy out to feel other people's energies. It's not that their energies are coming towards us. We actually go there and invite it in, but we do it so quickly and automatically. If you're an empath, that it feels like they are kind of imposing on you. It can be that way. So that's something he wanted to say. Something else? Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, he says it's important to say that even if you choose to cut the cords to, watching the news or being involved in what's going on in the world, does not mean that you don't care. You care, and you still have love in your heart, and you still send love to them. Of course you do, but you must be able to protect your own energy, to pull your energy in and to receive more into you. When you are totally full of energy and it flows over like the cup, that's full, then fine, then everybody else can have whatever. But if you are not filled up, then that's not just going to work. And you don't want to bump up into too many of those kind of energies, because it can disturb your system, and if you allow it, and you can mistake it for your own, which is not true. So he just wanted to say that don't feel guilty, because if you pull back and you kind of cut the cords to watching or being part of what's going on in the world, it doesn't mean you don't care. He knows, they know that you do care. But you need to kind of take care of yourself first, is what it says. So don't feel guilty was the message. Okay, what else? Okay. Yeah, he says, this white light and this immense light that has been coming through the Lion's Gate is of course a universal light, but it is also part of the Christ consciousness light. It's kind of all the same, so the Christ consciousness light also holds a lot of healing, and when we receive that healing light, it can rattle a lot of trauma and anxiety and old stuff in the physical form. And so he says, remember to call upon any angel that you feel comfortable with to help you look at those wounds or traumas, if you need help. Or of course you can ask a professional for help if you feel the need to, if it's anxiety or deep trauma. But he says that they're here and you can call upon whomever you want to help you with that. What else? He says that he's okay. Of course, Raphael is the angel with the green light, and you can choose to take that in. But the healing blue light, there's also healing in the blue light. Archangel Michael represents the blue light, but who also represents the blue light is from the Pleiades, and they are also, as I've said earlier, very, very willing to give healing if you want to receive. So you can also just call upon them to help with the blue, light blue healing light. It's kind of a mix between white and blue, actually. Yeah, but I talked about that before. Okay, is there anything else? It's silent, so I guess that was it. That was the main message from him. I don't really feel anyone else here present today. It's very silent. I just have this silent, very peaceful, very soothing feeling. A break, a time to breathe, a time to integrate, a time to heal if needed, a time to take care of you, a time to do what you like best, to, be creative, hobby, just kind of play in your own little bubble is what I feel for this last part of August, and that they are giving us that space and that love to do so. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it today. I don't think that there's anything else that I need to share right now. I will probably be back with other videos before the September video, if I have the energy to. You know how it is. I do have some topics that I would like to address. So I'll see what I can do with that. If there's any topics you guys would like me to address, then you just comment in the comment section below and I'll look at it. But I do have a feeling that I want to talk a little bit more about energies and how it integrates into the physical system, and how that can look for you and how you can deal with it. There might also be a video about multiple lives again, previous and future lives. I'll have to look into where I'm guided. So I just do what I'm guided to do, That's it. Well, people, I hope you enjoyed the Lion's Gate. I hope you have integrated these energies, or that you are, I hope that you are able to integrate all these energies. It's been rough, and that's kind of why I'm a little bit of an airhead these days as well, because I'm tired. It's been rough these past few months, and especially with these Lion Gates now, with these strong energies and physical upgrades. So I'm feeling it, people. That's kind of why I'm a little bit of an airhead today. I'm sorry. So I'm definitely going to take this break that we've been given now for this last part of August, and just enjoy and just stay in my bubble and be with my family and be creative and maybe paint a little bit and play the piano and sing and play with the cards and stuff like that. Just do stuff that I enjoy doing and taking care of me, pretty much. So I hope you do the same. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope this gave you something, and you have all my love. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Until the next time I see you.